What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, A Journey to the Fitness. Gonna try to make this quick. I am I'm working on bodybuilding and powerlifting, but I want to talk about one of my other hobbies. Show you what I throw. I've done this video actually twice, and just did not like how I've talked about it because it's been like 12 minutes long. But I'm gonna go over what I have in my bag. I'm not really gonna say why I have it in my bag. I'm gonna try to keep those short. That way this isn't like a 14-minute video. I'm a rec player. I'm not anywhere good. I am working on being good though, and I plan to do my first tournament. But this is what I have in my bag so far. Right now we have, I'll throw my throwing putters. Whoop, that's not my throwing putter. Where is it? There it is. I've got my Judge and my Harp. If you know disc golf, these are two completely different discs, but these are the two that I throw. There's also one more that I throw, the Warden. Again, if you know disc golf, this is a little bit weird to have this many different discs in your bag, of different stabilities. There is a reason that I do it, and if actually I get some views with this video, maybe I'll go into why I throw these the way that I do. I will say, if you are starting disc golf, I would recommend the Harp. I'd also recommend the Warden because I love my Wardens. I actually have 3 of them. They're my putting putters. So, got my 2 putting putters plus my throwing Warden. And I will happily buy more. I love Wardens. They are my favorite putter. I do have one more putter in my car that I haven't put in my bag yet. Just because I haven't really found a need to use it. But that's the MVP Envy. Yes, there's two brands in my bag that I really like. The Envy. So yeah, I don't actually have that here. I gotta clean these. Is why I brought them in. I figured I'd make a quick video. So mid ranges, I have a bunch. I throw a lot of mid ranges. Back in the day, about a year ago, I was actually trying to find basically my bag of Dynamic and MVP. So I actually have mid-ranges that are pretty close to each other. I've got the Matrix from MVP, which I really like to throw. It's actually a lot like this Truth, which is what I generally throw. It's a lot like this Truth aside from... it's not as beat in. This Truth has had 3 different owners. This I bought off the rack. Yeah. No, I bought this used. Did I? I don't remember. But I do know that this has only had like 1 or 2 owners. This has had like 3 or 4 of them. Only because when I pulled this disc out to play, have known other people who have had this disc, because it does have somebody's PGA number on it. And it also has somebody's name on it from that one. Oh no, that's mine. But yeah, this has had 3 owners, I think. This one's only had 1, other than me. So I have 3 discs that are pretty close. Actually, I'm gonna exclude that one because that one's a whole another beast. I have the Vector, which I plan to beat in more. These two I plan to beat in. This is an Anchor from Latitude 64. This is a Vector from MVP. They're pretty much the same. This is a 178 weight, and I don't know what weight this Anchor is. 178. Oh, they're the same weight. They're just really overstable. Stupidly overstable. But I like how they fly, so I'm working on it. Again, if you're a beginner, I would recommend this one. Actually, if I'm a beginner, I would recommend this one. The Vector is actually the first MVP disc that I ever bought, was this one. So, anyway, Justice, overstable, a lot of fun to throw. The MVP version of this disc I actually gave away, but we have the evidence Really well, not really, well, it's understable now that I've thrown it a bunch. Understable disc, a lot of fun to throw. Okay. My MVP, a lot of my MVP drivers are in my car. Okay, we'll get into this. MVP. This is a Tesla. I had to think of the name of it. Wow. This is my wind disc. If it's tailwind, this is the lightest disc I own. This was before I understood about wind or about weight. I bought 155 weight, which if I would have been really thinking, I'd have bought like a 70 or 73 ish, you know, weighted. I'd have found something that's a little bit heavier. But surprisingly, this cuts through the wind. I've actually thrown this in a headwind just for the heck of it, and it doesn't drop. I don't know why. But this is kind of a utility disc that I pull out for fun. When I know, when I'm not worried about anything, this is a disc that I'll throw. I can actually forehand this too. Got it. We'll go to next understable. I'm going to say this is my next understable. This is an Escape. If you're a beginner player, definitely grab you one of these. It's really this one's really understable. It's cold, so it doesn't seem like it's so it's pretty stiff. So it might be overstable right now, but it's definitely a turnover disc for me now. Same kind of with this one actually. But this one holds whatever line you put it on. This one will cut out at the end. My newest disc, Explorer. Still working on this disc. It's Riki Waisaki. And I just haven't figured it out yet. I didn't actually buy this for the Riki Waisaki. I bought this because I wanted to try the Explorer version. So, and it just happened to be Riki Waisaki. So, Explorer, good disc. Still haven't figured it out yet. Where I'd put it in my bag, I do throw it just to try it out. Because the next disc I'm going to show you, I'm trying to find a happy medium really between these two. But this disc, it was and probably will be for a long time my favorite fairway, which is the Getaway. This thing is beat. I beat this up. There was a time where this was pretty much my only drive disc. That's kind of changed now, but this disc, this Getaway, I don't know if I'll part with. Okay. Two discs that are the same. They're not MVP. One goes a little bit farther than the other, but we have a Felon, Eric Oakley. I wish this was the Eric Oakley version, but Eric Oakley Felon. Or I'm like Eric Oakley with the Felon. I love my Felon. Still working on unbeefing this because it's still overstable. And actually, this was a buddy of mine's. This is the Spark. I really actually like this Spark. Again, really beefy though. Really beefy. In fact, I think it's actually more beefier than this because I beat this one in so much. Into my fast speed. Sheriff. If you're a beginner player, I would grab you one of these. I'd also grab you one of these. Or this one. I love this disc. Can't talk enough about it. Sheriff, faster speed. 13 speed, but pretty understable. Especially if it's beat in like this one is. Where are my favorite discs? Trespass. Great disc. Love this disc. Again, very understable now. I throw a lot, so. It's right here. Enforcer. I had to think about what this disc was called. Most overstable disc I've pretty much ever thrown. Don't throw this very often, but I love it. Riki Waisaki Destroyer. My father bought me this one. That's why it's in my bag. I don't throw Innova, but aside from this disc, and it's more of a good juju disc. And my favorite distance driver so far, especially recently, the Trespass was my favorite until the Raider. I've got 2 of them. And actually both of these, one was a Christmas gift from the guy who got me started in disc golf. And this one I bought for $5 off that guy. So that's my quick video. This is still getting long, and I didn't even explain why I throw what I throw. So, but anyway, guys, yeah. Disc golf is fun. There's a lot of different discs. You can have a lot of fun with them. If you like this content, let me know. Maybe I'll start doing some disc golf content. All right? Peace.